Welcome to the RoNASCAR Cup Series on Grouch Racing Network. Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Groucho Funny and welcome to the Phoenix Raceway for more NASCAR action. Today we're in the Arizona desert to crown us our second winner of this new year. The same 14 cars from Daytona will battle it out today, and let's take a look at your ones to watch for. Today's pole winner is Kyle Busch, and he ran a really fast time in group qualifying. Let's see if that can translate to the race. Josh Berry was climbing up the leaderboards in qualifying until the caution came out, and he unfortunately was not able to get everything out of the fast car that he has today. Watch out for him in the race. He starts 8th. And finally, we have the 9 of Chase Elliott looking to rebound today after a rough start in Daytona in an early wreck on lap 5. He starts 3rd. Let's head down to get the command to start engines, and then we'll get our starting lineups.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
It's time to go ahead and get your starting lineups here at Phoenix Raceway. Starting in row number 1, we have the 8 of Kyle Busch inside the 17 of Chris Buescher. In row 2, we've got the 9 of Chase Elliott, who struggled in Daytona, next to Brad Keselowski, who finished top 5. In row 3, we have Todd Gilliland and Carson Hocevar. In row 4, 2311, number 23, Bubba Wallace, and in 8th, a fast car, and Josh Berry. In row 5, we have Hendrick number 24 of William Byron next to 2311 number 45 of Tyler Reddick. Row 6 sports 2 JGR teammates Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell. And finally in row 7, we have 2 of the Daytona favorites, Ryan Blaney and Denny Hamlin. The cars have now taken their pace laps, and the 8 of Kyle Busch will lead us to the green flag here in Phoenix. And Kyle Busch, who's number 1 on the leaderboard for lead laps, will lead another one here in Phoenix with Chase Elliott close behind. Now Elliott looks to the inside, and he might be able to get it here with a good run, but the 8 will probably come back on the outside. We've seen the outside lane work pretty good here on this back straightaway. Here they come into turn 4. It's Chase Elliott currently leading, and he will be your new leader here in Phoenix. And oh, there's a crash in the back. It's the 19 and the 77. They collide. Caution is quickly thrown for these 2 drivers. Big wreck happened here in turn 4. Let's take a look at the replay. Looks like Chase Briscoe just hopped something. Maybe a bump in the track. I don't know. But that sent him spinning, and the 77 seemed to have nowhere to go. Let's take another look at it here. Yeah, it just kind of looked like he hit a bump. Nowhere for the 77 to go. Let's take a look at it from onboard Carson Hocevar's number 77 machine. He's coming down into turn 4. And the 19 just hops something and sends them both spinning. Big damage on both of their cars. They're both going to have to get repairs, but they will not be out of this race. So they will start from the back. We'll also take a look at your biggest movers. Byron, Berry, and Wallace all up 5 spots after that restart. And here we go. The 9 of Chase Elliott and the 23 of Bubba Wallace will lead us back green here in Phoenix. Chase Elliott is currently last in the point standings after Daytona. He wrecked out in that early wreck along with the guy who's right next to him, Bubba Wallace. He finished 10th because of a DNF. But Chase Elliott will go out to a quick lead here down the back straightaway. Now into turn 4. It's the 21 of Josh Berry. Going to take a look to the inside, and he will take the lead here in Phoenix. Now onto lap 9 of 65. It's Josh Berry and William Byron 1-2. And it will be those guys leading us through turn 2. The 21 now out to a solid lead ahead of the 34 and the 24, but the 24 is looking to clear that spot for second, and he will get it. Brad Keselowski now looking for third. Now stage 1 ends at lap 15, and so that will be the point where we'll probably see a little bit more aggressiveness from these drivers, but right now Josh Berry driving away with the lead here as he led his first lap of the season right there. And it looks like we've got a little 4 wide action here. It's Blaney, Gilliland, Wallace, and Keselowski, but they'll sort it out before anything crazy happens, and Gilliland will take that third spot. The top 5 getting a little feisty here as we see 3 wide still in the back with Chase Briscoe, who's made his way all the way up here after crashing just a few laps ago. They made some good repairs, and they also made a few adjustments on that car, and they are back to where they need to be. Let's ride on board with Todd Gilliland here into turn 4. And Josh Berry once again leads another lap. Currently we are on board with Todd Gilliland, 7th on the leaderboard right now, as he is sliding in behind Kyle Busch, into his inside is the 23 of Bubba Wallace. They are all battling for position there in the back of the pack. Currently we're looking at the complete back of the pack, which is Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. Christopher Bell as well. Berry leading another lap here on a lap 13 of 65. Byron in second. Byron, he's pretty high up there in points. He's 5th right now. And we'll see if he can even gain a couple spots here today, as his car is fast. Him and Josh Berry are just bumper to bumper, fender to fender here. Oh, look at that. The 24 is all over the back bumper of the 21. Maybe trying to move it out of the way with 2 laps to go in the stage. Chase Briscoe, after crashing just a couple laps ago, he is up to 3rd with Keselowski in 4th. The 24 still all over the back bumper of the 21, looking for an opportunity to make a move. Again, 2 laps to go in this stage, now down the back straightaway. The 24 and the 21 are going to be battling for the rest of these last 2 laps to see who will be your stage winner. Josh Berry continues to lead this race with the 24 and 19 behind. The 19 is gaining time on them every lap. This is the last lap of stage 1, and it's the 24 and the 21 battling here. Who will take it? A good line from Josh Berry here should secure the win for him here in stage 1, but the 24 is just all over his back bumper. And yes, Josh Berry will come through to win stage 1. Byron, Briscoe, Keselowski, and Reddick all gaining points. Reddick made his way all the way from the back of the pack, now up to 5th with Hocevar outside. These two, the 21 and the 24, still leading this race and still able to they are pulling away from everybody else. Briscoe, who was gaining time, is now losing time. He's 0.8 seconds back. Now down through this front straightaway here, the 21 and the 24. Now the 24 will choose the top lane. Going to try something a little different, as the 21 has been hogging that bottom lane, and it has not been working for the 24 as well as it has the 21. Now they're both diving low here into turn 4 and now across the line. It is a close race here. It's just 3 cars, Byron, Berry, Briscoe, to try and get the lead here, as now the 24 and the 19 both go low on Josh Berry. Look at this. We might have a move for the lead. William Byron out to the inside. Can he stay? He's on his quarter panel, and he will make the move to the inside. William Byron, now your leader here in Phoenix. Now let's go on board with Kyle Busch here on lap 19 of 65. Kyle Busch currently running 12th. Now we're on board with William Byron, as he is down the back straightaway trying to keep his car in the lead. He's got some competition though, as Chase Briscoe has now made his way up to the 2 leaders, and now it's a 3-way battle for first. Stage 2 will end at lap 30. The 24 still leading, and now he's starting to pull away from the other 2. Chase Briscoe still wants some of that 24 car, as he is still on that inside and still looking for the lead, but he can't quite get there, and William Byron will stay about a car length ahead of him here. He will lead this lap. Keselowski still solidly in 4th place, but everybody else is over 2, almost 3 seconds behind the leaders. Chase Elliott has dropped all the way from restarting 1st, now all the way down to 12th place, and Kyle Busch now in 14th. It's been a rough go for those two drivers as Josh Berry takes the 2nd position back from Chase Briscoe. Here's a look at the back of the pack. The 77 of Hocevar is back down there after crashing. He's currently 12th, now getting passed by Kyle Busch. And you can see Chase Elliott there as well, who, again, started 1st on the restart. He's last in points. He needs a good finish today. Right now, it's not looking good for him. Now down to the inside is Bubba Wallace on the 77 of Hocevar. And he will take the 13th position. Now down the front straightaway, the 8 now looking to make a move on the 20 of Bell, who's going to put Chase Elliott 3 wide. They're into each other. Contact. They're able to keep it straight, but that was almost a really bad accident. Good thing they both kept it straight. Now down the front straightaway, the 8 is still trying to gain that position from the 23 of Bubba Wallace, but Wallace is inside, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gained it right back. And yes, Wallace now to 11th. You think these aren't important, but these are important. Every single position is 1 point at the end of this race, so you need as much as you can get. And now look at this. Going back to the front of the pack, Josh Berry has now overtaken William Byron for the lead here on lap 25. Chase Briscoe still in 3rd, and Keselowski catching up in 4th. Chase Briscoe now takes a look at the bottom of William Byron, and he will ride that yellow line, could possibly even get the lead here. Big move from Chase Briscoe to the inside. He is on the quarter panel of the 21. Now down into turn 4. Will he be able to take the lead? It looks like it. He's sliding just a little bit. I'm not sure who led that lap. The ticker says Berry, so we're going to go with Berry. But Chase Briscoe now out to the lead. Let's see what they can do here. The 21 of Josh Berry still sticking it on that top lane, but look who's caught up. Brad Keselowski in the 6 is now caught up to the leaders. Now this 19 goes high, and the 24 will retake the lead. And look at this. The 6 of Brad Keselowski now on the back bumper of the 21. 20. Whoa, a big slide there from Chase Briscoe, and that's going to cause him to lose a position. I think he hit another bump there. That 19 has not been good with these bumps, but now they're almost 3 wide. But now the 19 and the 21 will slide in behind the 24. And the 24 retakes the lead with 2 to go in the stage. I'm sorry, 3 to go now in the stage. William Byron still in the lead with the 21 of Josh Berry right behind. And look at this. Now even Todd Gilliland is starting to catch up to our leaders. A lot of fierce racing is happening at the front of this pack, and it's causing the rest of the field to be able to catch up with these guys. The 24 sticking to the bottom lane with 2 to go in the stage. William Byron already has a stage win this year. Will he be able to get his second today? We'll see. Keselowski now making a move inside on the 19 of Chase Briscoe, and he might be able to take that position. And now you can see there's another car in the mix, the 34 of Todd Gilliland. 24 still leading now with just 2 to go, now 1 to go in the stage as he crosses the line right now. Your current stage points leaderboard is Byron, Berry, Briscoe, Keselowski, and Gilliland as the 21 makes a move to the inside of the 24 of William Byron, and he will take the lead now onto the back straightaway. Can he keep it? Now into turn 4, the 21 clear of the 24, and he will win the second stage of this race here in Phoenix. Josh Berry sweeps the stages. Now can he sweep the rest of the race? We will find out, as the 34 has now already made a move to the inside of the 19. He's moved up to 4th. Now Denny Hamlin becoming a contender in this race as well. But Christopher Bell, who's in 6th, is still way behind the leaders, almost 3 seconds back. Gilliland now taking that 3rd position from Briscoe. Briscoe starting to fall back as now the 6 of Keselowski may be able to look to his inside. As here comes William Byron low on Josh Berry. He might be able to take the lead here. Now onto the back straightaway, it's the 24 taking the lead. These 6 cars have produced some great racing so far in this race, and even though Josh Berry has sort of dominated, there's still more chances for these other drivers, and it's not like it's been completely dominant, as the 24 has also led its fair share of laps, and Briscoe was out at the lead at one point. But now it's Keselowski to third. Now down into turn 4, the 6 of Keselowski still taking that third position, but now the 11th looking for 4th. Now as we take a look back at the back of the pack, which is way far behind the rest of the field, almost 5-6 seconds back. The 17 now we're taking a look at. The 8 leads this bottom pack in 8th, but now Chris Buescher, who started outside pole, is looking to the inside. Chase Elliott needs a good points day. He needs to get these positions here, and he's looking to the inside of Chris Buescher, and he will pass him for 8th. He'll get that position as now we cross the line on lap 35. And 17 blows a tire into the outside wall hard. The 8 involved, the 23 involved. What a huge wreck. Came out of completely nowhere. Oh my goodness, the 17 has a massive amount of damage. Let's take a look at the replay of this crash. Just looked like the 17 lost a tire and hard hit into the outside wall. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the onboard with Chris Buescher going into turn 1. There it is. Big impact. And of course the 23 and the 8 involved as well. Let's take a look from the dash cam of the 8. Wow, that's just... I don't know if there was nowhere to go, but I'm sure he didn't expect him to come off the wall like that. And here's onboard with Bubba Wallace. Yeah, he kind of got himself in that one. Not gonna lie. Wow, what a hit. Chris Buescher in the garage. He's done for the day. Bubba's got to get some repairs, and so does Kyle Busch. But that has now been cleaned up, and we are going to take a look at your biggest movers from that last restart. Chase Briscoe up 8, Hamlin up 7, and Bell up 5. Great moves from Chase Briscoe to rebound from that crash he had earlier. But Josh Berry and William Byron will lead us back green here at Phoenix. Josh Berry trying to get that lead on the 24 of William Byron. He won't clear him, but he will make sure he gets that lead. Now looking at the front of the pack, it's the 21 clearing the 24 for the lead, and now the 6 is looking inside to take the second position. Now Todd Gilliland has fallen back. He was competing for the top 3 at one point, but now he is all the way back there. Probably, I want to say 9th. Yep, 9th. I guessed it perfectly. And William Byron has fallen all the way back to 5th or 6th. And now it's the 19, 11, and 6 fighting for second. It looks like it'll be the 6 of Brad Keselowski going to take that position as Josh Berry continues to lead. We've got plenty of laps to go in this race, but look at the 24 of William Byron through the middle. He gains a couple positions back, and now he's all the way back in 4th. Now up to 3rd. 3 wide for that 3rd position as the 24 of William Byron still showing that fast car. Now he's looking to the inside of the 6 for 2nd. The 20 of Christopher Bell also on his inside trying to get 2nd from him. 21 still leading here as the 20 now. No, the 24 will come out to the 2nd position with Chase Briscoe through the middle as well. Now Christopher Bell takes that clear for 2nd there. He's going to stick to the inside lane, and the 19 is on his outside trying to get 3rd from Reddick and Byron. Toyotas have been looking pretty good today. I will say that as the 45 now takes a look low on Christopher Bell for 2nd. Josh Berry continues to lead. And now it's time for your RoNASCAR Crank It Up segment with William Byron. And that was your Crank It Up segment, riding along with William Byron. Josh Berry still in the lead here in Phoenix with 21 laps to go. Brad Keselowski has fallen all the way back to the bottom of the field. He was up there contending for a second place position earlier, as well as Denny Hamlin was also contending for that same spot. Chase Elliott has fallen back pretty far, so is Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell. So many of these guys are cycling back into the field. And oh my goodness, we got some smoke. Big wreck. Looks like Todd Gilliland in the wall in turn 1. Oh my goodness, that 34 car is smashed. Let's take a look at the replay here with the 34. Looks like the same thing that happened to Chris Buescher happened to Gilliland here. Lost the tires. You can see there it is rolling on the wall. That's a little bit funny. Here's another angle. Yeah, hits that bump. And it just destroys his tire. And there he is. Hit it against the outside wall. Let's take a look at Bubba Wallace. There he goes around. Now, Bubba definitely could have avoided this one. That's 2 today that Bubba could have probably avoided. Bubba on pit road getting some repairs, and Todd Gilliland in the garage. Unfortunate day for the 34 after winning the Daytona 500. But let's take a look at your biggest movers. It is Kyle Busch up 9 spots today since that last restart, and Blaney up 8 and Reddick up 4. Josh Berry and William Byron are here to lead us to the green flag once again in Phoenix. Just 17 laps to go in this race, and the 21 has dominated the pretty good majority of those laps. The 24 still on his quarter panel through turn 2. Ryan Blaney now in third, by the way, as the 24 gets a good run on the outside, gets a nose out front. But now into turn 4, the 21 will pass the 24 and gain the lead with 16 to go. Christopher Bell now back up to third with Reddick in 4th, Blaney 5th, Briscoe 6th. 24 trying to get down to that inside lane, but just there's no room right now with the 45 where he is. He might be able to here down into turn 4. No, he can't. The 45 will go low on the 24 trying for position, but that 24 car just too strong today. 20 in the whoa, big slide. The 24 into the outside wall. He clips it and gets into the 12 back behind him. Huge hit there for the 24, but it looks like he'll be able to continue. He's still on the pace with everybody else. Another big slide there from the 20 of Christopher Bell. Wow, that's unfortunate for Byron. He was running so well today, and now he's got damage on that car. It's probably not near as strong as it was before. He's all the way back to 9th. Hocevar passes the 20 of Christopher Bell on the outside. Josh Berry still out to the lead with Reddick in 2nd, Briscoe 3rd, Bell 4th. Toyotas, we've been saying this all day, but they've been really, really strong all day. And I mean, it just keeps showing itself here as they keep making their way up the field in 2nd, 3rd, and 5th right now, with Hocevar making his way up the pack. It's Berry, Reddick, Briscoe right now, your top 3, with Hocevar behind and Bell in 5th. Now coming to a little over 10 laps to go is still Berry. Oh, there's a caution. Spinner, it's the 11 of Denny Hamlin, and it looks like the 6 of Brad Keselowski as well. That one just kind of happened all of a sudden. Looked like in the back of the pack, Hamlin got around. Maybe the same thing that Briscoe did earlier. He gets into the 6. Looks like the 77 involved as well. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Let's take a look alongside Denny Hamlin here as he gets into turn 4 and just hits something and spins around. He was having a rough day already, and that's just going to make it even rougher. He's going to have to pit and get some repairs along with Brad Keselowski. Let's take a look at the biggest mover since the restart. Bubba Wallace up 6, Briscoe up 4, and Reddick up 4 as well. These teams are going to be hoping and praying that this is the final restart of the race with just 12 to go, especially the 21 of Josh Berry, who's going to lead us once again back green. Berry getting another good run on the inside, and he will get past the 45 of Tyler Reddick for the lead. Once again, Josh Berry getting a good run on the restart and passing for the lead, but here comes the 45 on the outside, going to get a nose out front. Now into turn 4, it's going to be the 21, going to get clear of the lead, and it's the 21 of Josh Berry leading once again here in Phoenix. Just a few laps to go, I believe 7 this time by, and the 21 is out front with Briscoe in second, Bush 4th actually, now 3rd, and Reddick 4th. Blaney's in 5th. We haven't really talked about him too much today, but he's up here and he is ready to try and steal a top 5 finish away from the other guys who've been running very well today. 6 to go here. It's the 21 with a big lead in front of the rest of the pack. I'm sorry, 7 to go this time. The 8 currently in second, but look who has come out of nowhere, the 77 of Carson Hocevar on the inside. He will take the second position away. But now here comes Blaney on the outside. He might be able to take it away as well, but no, Hocevar will get it at the line. Back here in the back of the pack, we see the 9 of Chase Elliott, who hasn't done very well today. Now we are on board with the 77 of Hocevar battling for the second position with Ryan Blaney. Let's see if he'll get it here into turn 4. Yes, he will. He will be your new second place position car as we go to 5 laps to go in this race. Now clear for second is Hocevar, now trying to chase down the 21 of Josh Berry, who's been formidable to say the least in this race. I mean, the 21 has just dominated this entire thing. We've only seen a couple other leaders. Now look to the inside of Hocevar. Who is it? William Byron. He and his somehow fast car, even with all that damage he sustained a few laps ago, he is back at the second position. The 23 now down to the inside with the 77, though. They are going to try and get past him. The racing starting to amp up a little bit as these guys trying to get every position they can get on this racetrack. As the 23 of Bubba Wallace will take the second position away. Now just 3 laps to go. The 23 in second, the 21 in first. Here's Hamlin making a move to the inside. Once again, let's talk about the Toyotas. Super strong today, and we keep seeing it on these restarts. We see at least 3 or 4 of them in the mix for the top 5. Ooh, Hocevar just moved Bubba Wallace out of the way, and he will take the 3rd position. Now he's looking inside on Hamlin. He's going to get a nose out front with 2 laps to go, and now into turn 2, he will take that second position away from from those Toyota teammates. 3 Toyotas behind Hocevar looking for second, but Hocevar needs another good run today. But now, coming on to the final lap, it's Josh Berry. And he has been absolutely dominant today. Nobody's been able to even touch him. He is going to pilot his Ford Mustang through turns 2 and 3 there. Now down the back straightaway. And the 21, he swept both stages. And now he will get his first career RoNASCAR Cup Series victory. What a race here for Team Wood Brothers and Josh Berry. Here, let's take a look at this final restart here and see what got Josh Berry to the lead. You can see he's been on the inside lane all day, literally has been leading pretty much since lap 10 of this race with only a couple exceptions. He just sticks to that yellow line. He had a great car, but also he just ran his line so perfectly. You can see Tyler Reddick gets a nose out front here down the back straightaway, but then into turn 4, he just takes it. I mean, his car was so good going into that turn all day, and that's just what gave him the lead there to end it. Now we'll take a little bit of a look at this last lap here. Just stays out front, is able to kind of develop that car length. Now 2-3 car lengths over Chase Briscoe in second, and then he comes down here and just makes his lead even better. And man, that car was just fast all day today. He was able to get a pretty easy win out of it. It felt like he really didn't have too much competition today, as here he is in victory lane with all of his teammates. Let's have a look at the final results of this race. Of course, Josh Berry with a dominating performance finishes first, Hocevar battles back for second, and Christopher Bell rounds out the top 3. William Byron rebounds for a 5th place finish after slamming the wall pretty late in the race. Ryan Blaney with another strong run, finishing 6th. Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott both led laps in this race, but unfortunately fell back all the way to 9th and 10th. Chase Briscoe and Tyler Reddick unfortunately having another bad day, as they had a bad one in Daytona as well. And then Todd Gillen, your Daytona 500 winner, finishes 13th after wrecking out, and so does Chris Buescher, finishing 14th. And now let's take a look at your point standings, with Josh Berry and William Byron tied for first. Both have won stages this year, with Josh Berry winning 2 and William Byron winning 1. Ryan Blaney, after 2 strong performances, still in 3rd, and Kyle Busch drops 2 spots to 4th. Todd Gilliland falls out of the points lead, now in 5th, only 7 points back, as well with Christopher Bell. Hocevar, Keselowski, Hamlin, and Wallace round out your top 10. 11th through 14th has unfortunate performances from Chris Buescher, only really today, as he did well in Daytona, finishing 2nd. Chase Briscoe and Tyler Reddick, again, bad finishes today, result in a low finish for them. And finally, Chase Elliott, just 2 really bad days in a row for him, find him in last in points still. I just want to thank all of you guys for tuning in this week for Phoenix Raceway. And it's me, Mr. Groucho Funny, and the Grouch Racing Network. Just wanted to thank you once again for watching, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway.